What up, fellas? What
What
up?
up? What up? What up? What up, man?
Ooh, what's good, y'all?
Welcome everybody out there who's tuning in. You know what it is. SED podcast.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
We got a lot to talk about, man. A lot
Oh
to talk
yeah.
about, man.
Oh
Lot.
yeah.
A lot of
Oh
good
yeah.
football, a lot of interesting football, a lot of
How about
teams.
them Cowboys, man?
You see it?
His name ain't Cooper
See
Rush no more. It's Cooper Clutch, man.
Here we go.
it?
Here we go. Hey, good dub by the boys.
Now they back on Super Bowl, Viz.
Cooper,
You know the
Cooper,
Cowboys fans from week to week, man.
yeah, Cooper Clutch, man.
You know,
We muted.
Nah, he being funny, man. Don't
Ah,
don't get trolled. Don't get trolled.
Oh yeah, man. Robin, yeah, man. We had a amount of time with the fellas, man. Just
How was it, man? How was it?
It was lovely. It was much needed.
Where'd you go?
We went to. I started off at North Carolina. Met up with my homie Ralph and kicked it with him and his wife. Then we drove to Atlanta from there, and just that's when the shenanigans began when we touched down in North
Atlanta.
Carolina.
Oh,
Off the plane, my boy Ralph had a bottle of tequila waiting on me. So
wow.
off the plane, and
There's
then
love right there.
everything else was a blur. Had a good time, man. Had a good time. But we'll get right into it, man. You know, we start thought of what we drinking on, man. What we drinking?
I'm light today, y'all. I'm light. I'm just on the water right
I
now.
thought
What
you
y'all
have
got?
I thought we have a 3-week streak out of you, man.
No, man. I'm light. I'm on
Look what I got for you, boy.
Ooh, hey, man. Last time I drank that, man, my
I'm
girl
just off
got
the
into
bud,
it.
you know. I'm having a bud. You know.
Now the question is, what Marv got?
I'm just chilling off the bud because y'all got on me
okay.
last week.
Okay.
I was
You got on
Your
the
ass down.
Mark took the glasses off. I knew it was over.
Man, he took the glasses off, boy.
That boy Marv was on it last week, boy.
Oh yeah. Zoe beat me in Madden. There was a lot of he beat me in Madden. Okay, all right.
You didn't tell us that, Viz.
Right.
2 out of 3.
Everything else, you didn't tell us about that now.
He won 2 out of 3. I mean, Zoe was always good at Madden. And he said he didn't play. He hadn't played in 2 years, and he came back and beat me. So.
Hey, Zoe, come see me, man. Come see me.
Man. All right. We'll get right into it. We talked about what we're drinking. I'll start off. I know it's a couple of NBA topics real quick to get out the way. The Adoka thing, man. I don't think we talked about it on here yet.
Right.
I still don't know the full situation. So I know he's suspended for some things he done, misconduct with another woman in his workplace. I was watching First Take and with Shannon and them show today, just getting how they feel about it. Nobody's really want to give people are giving their opinions, but then kind of take it back because they don't know really what the full details are.
Right.
I mean, suspending for a whole year, it's a lot. So get you guys' intake on that real quick.
Yeah, that whole situation, it's a difficult situation to talk about without knowing the ins and outs of it. From what we know, he did mess with someone on the staff who I don't think we even really know who it is right now. But from what I'm hearing, man, he's gonna get suspended, but it's kind of sounded like he's not coming back. At first, it sounded like it was just a cheating scandal, but it sounded like it's way more deeper than that. I think here in the next coming weeks, some of the facts will start to come out because it's gonna come out. I'm sure it's messages, I'm sure it's emails, I'm sure it's a lot of stuff, and it's gonna come out. So I definitely want to wait and see exactly what's going on. They were saying it was it was a lot of confusion. It's a lot of confusion right now because no one really knows what's going on, but it'll eventually come out.
Well, from what I gather, they say it's one of his bosses' wife.
Oh wow.
One of the higher up, one of the brass of the company. So I think more than anything, probably that executive, whoever it is, whatever, what have you, is probably like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like that's his employee. and you sleeping with my wife, so that's not a good look. By him being suspended, I feel like that's more of a punishment because when you're suspended, you're not getting paid.
Right.
So eventually, he's gonna ask to be released. He's not gonna quit, but he's gonna say, "Hey, you know what I'm saying? He need his cheese too." So it's more of that going on than anything I think right now.
Well, go ahead, Trill.
For me, you know, looking at the situation, I just hated there had to be a black coach. I mean,
Right.
it's not a good look. And then it happens in Boston at the end of the day. So it's like, bro, you taking a major L at this point. I just hate the fact that the media is just really blowing it up. They're trying to dissect it, but they're sweeping the Brett Favre situation under the rug.
Yeah.
That's my whole problem with it.
Yeah. It's got Illuminati vibes to it, man. They distracting us. They got us looking one way, and nobody talking about Brett and the money he's stealing from the poorest state. The poorest state from welfare. Man, come on. All right, go, Biz. Go.
That's why I didn't bring. I knew that's a subject we all agree on. And we like at this point they need to investigate that. But like you said, I love the fact that we have some women who chimed in, who knows a little bit more. Like Laura said, cheated with a coworker after her husband found out she cut him off, and he became incest. He had a proper, intimate, consensual relationship with the female member of the team staff. So yeah, we that's what they're giving us up front. Like we said, we don't know what's going on in the background of it. Has to be more, but I think I forgot who I was talking to. Most jobs have that kind of contract you sign when you can't have that kind of relationship with a member of the. So by that being a big time corporation, which NBA is a corporation at the end of the day, it's $1 billion business. So they may be strict with the rules. But like you said, for him to get a whole year and it's his first, incident, usually they give him a slap on the wrist. You're the Eastern Conference champion coach. You were brought in personally by the GM who was the coach. So it's got to be a little bit more to that. And maybe we'll find out. Maybe we won't. But that's definitely an interesting situation. But like you said, they're talking about this way more than Brett Favre situation. Brett Favre situation, because that man needs to be
thrown in jail. Thrown in jail, bro. I lost. Man, I had so much respect. I was always a Brett Favre fan, bro. But what I heard, man, that just kind of just took everything away, bro. Because it's disgusting, man. It's disgusting, bro. And I always loved Brett Favre, bro. But that's disgusting. What he did, man, that's just just pure evil, man. A low blow.
Lowest of lows.
I'm sure we all remember Brett's pick scandal with was it Susie Keebler?
Oh yeah.
I even turned the blind eye of that, but this is just you out of there, bro.
Right.
For that.
Right.
Definitely in the pocket.
Yeah, man. I bet not ever see Brett on another commercial, man.
Lauren came in strong with this, and I'm assuming she was saying black men do better with choices, enough, in the world to, at the end of the day, you mess up the whole bag right there.
Hey, man, for real. Hey, let's talk to Nia Long, man. Nia Long know what's going on. You know what's going on.
What I'm hearing is the minute that Boston release him, he gonna get picked up, like other.
Well, yeah, I mean,
organizations.
I think it'll be a while before it happens. It's not gonna be the same year. It'll probably take a couple years, I feel like.
Right, yeah.
All right, we're gonna jump into another one real quick. This one shouldn't take long. I thought it was interesting. DeAndre Ayton has talked to his coach since being benched in Game 7. And I saw an interview today, him at training camp. He said, "Yeah, what do we have to talk about? But that's your coach. What do you mean you don't have to talk about it?" And then Mike Williams played it down like, I don't have to talk to a lot of players. This is your $150 million player.
I just want to know what the hell is going on with Phoenix. Like, you got this situation with Aiden, and then Jay Crowder has recently requested a trade out of there. And then, what's really going out there? What's going on in Phoenix? But that's crazy for you not to be talking to your head coach. Right. I mean, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You are a pro. You are a professional. Why aren't you talking to your coach? It's crazy.
Right.
And they were saying, real quick, Shannon was saying that the coach has to approach him first. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, he's the star player. He's the third highest player paid.
Yeah.
So,
but that's just showing immaturity from DeAndre Ayton, man. Like, grow up, man. Like, this is a NBA professional. This is professional basketball, man. Go figure it out. The ultimate goal, everybody's here to win a championship, man. Like, quit with the kid stuff, man. You ain't talked to him because he benched you. You was playing like shit. You was playing bad. You was letting Dwight Powell dog you, bro. Dwight Powell was dogging him. And man, so yeah, Aiden, like, man up, go talk to him, figure this out. They got a great coach. He has a great coach.
Yeah.
That guy's a great coach, man. Figure it out and get it together, man. Get it together, DeAndre.
Yeah.
You got anything on tomorrow, boy? You good?
No, I'm good on that. I mean, I feel you. At the end of the day, it's your coach. If you always have a situation, you're not gonna like. I mean, a coach can put you in a situation or think that another player is doing something better or he don't like what he see. You can't just. I mean, you got to live with the coach's decision. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Take this route, like Lucho summed it up pretty good. It's just immaturity. He got it. I mean, he ain't nothing but 23. He needs something like that, right? Anyway, so
right.
It's curious to see what's going to happen with the situation. I want to know if they're going to try to trade him at some point. Because, I mean, that situation is only going to get worse at this point.
Well, I think based on what Shannon said, I think he can't be traded for a couple months. So
yeah.
They're going to go in the season playing with each other. So that's going to be interesting to see how they work it out or how
they deal with it, right.
Or they know they're going to trade him, just holding off until that deadline.
I blame Chris Paul.
somehow,
wait, let's
bro. They don't work together. It's every time when he was with the Clippers, the same situation had it. It was the same situation in LA. You know what I'm saying? So what's going on? I blame CP3 for this.
He definitely should be. I feel on that. He should be the leader. This should not have gone this far. You are the leader of that team. So for it to go this far to go public like that, it's when you take DeAndre in the locker room and say, "Man, what are we doing?"
Right.
You can't tell him you had talked to your coach since you got benched.
Man, right. You got benched for a reason, man. Like crap against a low seed team. Yeah, like
you said, I like the coach. He's a really good coach. He earned that spot.
He did.
Got that team to the finals.
He did.
So he's tripping. All right. Real quick. LeBron and AD said they're embracing the underdog role. They really don't have a choice.
Yeah, I was gonna say
right.
That was funny. I was watching the shoot around it, and they actually released. And I just Kobe rolled it over his. They released like a mixtape from their training camp so far,
like a practice, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I seen it.
Kobe will never have gone for that. What are we doing?
Why are we doing?
Practices, man.
Practice.
Do a hoop tape, bro. How much you ain't touched the ball in 2 months?
It was just a bunch of slow motion, AD shooting threes, Westbrook throwing some nice passes, LeBron going by, getting the layup.
Yeah, I mean, they are underdogs, but do your talking on the court, man. Let's do the talking on the court, man. Like, I don't want to hear nothing out of AD or LeBron until the season starts. What's going on, T? But yeah, I don't want to hear nothing out of AD or LeBron. You know LeBron, he always hypes up the offseason. He shows his videos, but bro, we got to get it together. Y'all didn't make the playoffs, man. Like what's the point guard they just got?
Beverly.
What's his name? Beverly. He said, I made the playoffs. Them guys didn't make the playoffs last year. I made the playoffs.
He had a games moment with that one.
Yeah, man. But him and LeBron are good friends. I think it was all in fun. But the Lakers, man, I need to see, and I'm expecting at least more than 50 wins, man. I need to see it. I need to see at least 50 wins, bro. I got well.
Okay, ask a question real quick. Who's the point guard right now? Who would you start, Westbrook or Beverly, or would you have them out there at the same time?
You start with Bev. Okay.
Yeah.
I will play both, but in the clutch, I'm putting Beverly in. The last 4 or 5 minutes, I'm taking Westbrook out. I'll play both.
Honestly, though, we can't forget about Dennis Schroeder, too, though.
Well,
Kendrick Nunn.
I think he's going to be in the clutch.
Nunn back, too.
Kendrick Nunn, too.
That's scoring. But I'm saying as far as this pushing point, I think Schroeder's more of a 2 in a point guard body. But Yeah, I mean, you at least know that Beverly's gonna play defense, and then
Oh yeah,
try to
He'll
lock
give you
somebody
some
in.
on defense, definitely.
right, right. And he's not gonna give you all
So
those turnovers
I'll tell
either.
y'all this: it's gonna be situational. If the Lakers are up in a game and they're trying to close out the game, they're probably gonna roll with Russ. But if they down and they need some stops, they're gonna roll with Pat.
Hmm.
Okay.
I think they still need to try this. I mean, it's hard, but I think they need to get rid of Russ.
They
Like
do.
it's a toxic situation out there with him. Even in his media day, he's like basically saying like, I really don't care if they don't want me here or not. Like
Right,
it's
right.
awkward vibe. I mean, I think that can affect the team's chemistry
Yeah.
in the season, honestly. So the hard thing about it is nobody wants Russ. Nobody's willing to, trade, for him or anything like that. So it's gonna be a tough situation.
That's crazy.
Buy him out. How much is he owed?
Too much.
Who?
Too
Westbrook?
much.
Too much.
Yeah.
Oh
He
yeah,
getting the bag.
Too much,
I
man.
think he has. I think two more years left on that contract. So if like most teams will trade for 1 year, so it'll come off at the end of the year. But if you
Right.
got two more like that, I'm not.
It's
Yeah.
tough.
That's why they keep saying that Pacers deal fell through because they was online to make a trade with the Pacers to get what's the big man name?
Buddy Hill and Turner.
Yeah, but I guess
Miles
they
Turner.
couldn't pull that trigger on that contract.
Man, I was
Miles
waiting. I
Turner
was
would be
waiting.
a blessing for them.
I was waiting. They need something like that, man. Because in all honesty, it's gonna be the same Lakers. In all honesty, I don't see too much changing.
These
They
dudes,
need something to shake up that roster, man. But even the head coach, he said that he's even thinking about putting Reeves in over Westbrook. I believe his name Austin Reeves.
Austin Reeves.
So yeah, so he said he
That's the
said
guy
the
from
point guard.
Oklahoma, right?
I think so. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He
He had
said
a
the point
he
guard
had a good
position.
tournament.
He did.
He all right.
He
hey,
said the
D
point
Morris,
guard position is open.
I like that trade. He just offered up, but I don't think Orlando will pull a trigger on that. If you got a young team up and coming, I wouldn't want to put Russ on my team. Or if you're gonna get him and cut him and just eat that contract up. But I wouldn't. If I'm Orlando, I'm not taking that. I like Cole Anthony too. I would love him to come over there, but if I'm them, I don't want none of that young team. Let them struggle
Cut
being
their
young.
ties. Cut their ties with him, man. Somehow, some way. They probably
Right.
just need to release him.
Right.
That's
What?
what I was saying. Might as well see if you can buy him out.
That's a lot of money to eat up though.
It is a lot of money.
So real quick, we're gonna switch over to. I have a question. I thought about this earlier. When was some of these HBCU colleges to get some love, man? Jackson State is out here punishing teams. I saw a stat today where that quarterback has more yards, more touchdowns than CJ Stroud and the boy from Bama.
I mean,
Dang.
competition plays a big part in that, though, right?
You said what?
Competition plays a big part in that.
Yeah, it does. But look, these teams have. I mean, other than Bama playing Texas early, name the other teams Bama played, putting up numbers like that.
Right.
For the first 4 weeks
Right.
of the year, nobody's really playing anybody.
Well, you said CJ Stroud, and they haven't had a cupcake schedule.
Well, I'm just comparing his passing yards to the two, top quarterbacks.
Right. Yeah, I definitely like what Dion is doing down there in Jackson State. I think it's just gonna take for them. I know they don't really schedule games against Division I teams, but it's gonna take for start putting some of them teams on there. I'm not saying the big dogs. Put some of them teams on
Put
there.
some of the Sun Belt teams.
Maybe a Texas Tech. Maybe a Iowa. Iowa State.
Hold on now. Hold
But
on.
here's the thing.
Hold on
Here's the thing. I
I
don't think they want the smoke necessarily with them either. The other teams that you're talking about, because if they
Yeah.
get beat by them,
It looks bad.
oh,
It's gonna be a big thing.
But look what Appalachian State had to do when they took down Michigan. They were like, man, we got to move these guys up. We got to move them up. They
Had to bring
Division
that
I now. They were like, man, we got to move them up.
And the Appalachian State has every game they have is close, and they beat
Close.
some other. They beat some big teams
Yeah,
this year. So
this year they playing well.
Is that the team that won on the Hail Mary recently?
Yeah,
Okay. Gotcha.
yeah. So I think it's gonna take for them to schedule one of those. Somebody a little higher ranking because Jackson State they looking like they finna run through. They finna run through their conference. They
You know
finna
what I
run
would
through
love to-
conference.
I would love to see Dion. I mean, he could make a phone call. Maybe he still got some juice. Maybe they can get Florida State.
Hold on now.
Hold on now. Let's start off. Let's start off in Florida Atlantic. Let's start off.
Let's start off with FIU.
Yeah, let's start off with them first.
You don't want to get the one and only chance. They blow it on national
Look, they blow it on national TV.
Hold on now, no, I just thought it was interesting to talk about for a second before we dive into the NFL. I know everybody's waiting to talk about. So, week 3 was interesting. Real interesting, man. We had some teams that won that was going to win. Had some teams that lose. Teams that's trash right now. I just can't understand why they're trash.
Right.
Teams that is, doing everything they can to do to stay afloat. I mean, it's early.
It is early.
Well, it's week 4 now, but we're going to dissect every week as it go on this show. So, what's your takeaway so far before we get into the actual topics?
Go ahead, Drew.
For me,
I know what y'all gonna say.
Of course, I'm gonna hold off on that for now. We're gonna talk about okay. So I'm gonna just go another route. But one of the biggest takeaways for me is Miami for real. I really want to know.
Oh yeah.
They're sitting at 3-0 right now. Tua looks better than what I expected. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
Offense is moving the ball. Tariq Hill has chemistry going with Tua. So I just want to know if they for real. Like I really want to know. So we're gonna find out pretty soon. I think they got who they got?
They got a 2-1 team. I just had it. I got it down here. I
is it Cincy?
Yeah, Cincy? I think it's Cincy.
Tomorrow?
Yep, Cincy.
Okay, so Cincy 1-2. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're there right now.
It's gonna be a nice little test for them. So I just really want to know if Miami's for real. What y'all think?
Yeah. I like Miami. I like Miami. I like the defense. I like the offense a lot. One of my biggest takeaways that I got from week 3 is that looking at the Baltimore Ravens going into the season, and I remember I think Viz had said it, or one of y'all said it, that it looked like the Ravens are trying to sabotage Lamar Jackson. Hey man, the way he playing, ain't nothing you could do to this kid. I don't know who his receivers are. I don't know who they are.
I know the tight end. The fast dude. They got a fast dude.
I know the tight end. I know they got Bateman from Minnesota, Duvernay from Texas, but
Duvernay.
Man, Lamar Jackson is looking like MVP right now. If we had to do an MVP right now, he leads the league, I think, in touchdown passes. I got to go with Lamar Jackson. I got to go with him. Lamar Jackson is like Baltimore. Y'all giving me this, and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with it. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with it, man. So the Ravens are for real.
Okay.
All right. My biggest takeaway, or what I take away from the NFL is these teams that were worse that are now in first. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's becoming like, just because you have a bad season don't mean that your rebuild gotta take 4 or 5 years. If you look at the Flags and you look at Miami and you see they out here both undefeated.
Right.
I'm interested to see how long the Jazz can keep this up.
Yeah.
Out here stinging folks.
Yeah, I think a lot of that Jag success got a lot to do with Doug Peterson, man. He had he left out bad in Philly, but I don't think it was his fault. I think it was Carson Wentz's fault.
Yeah, exactly.
It was Carson Wentz's fault.
Yeah.
But
a lot of people was definitely ragging on Peterson and saying they don't think he's got what it takes with the ingredients that he has now in Jacksonville. Now he's showing out right.
He was that coach that won a Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, he won the Super Bowl with Nick Foles.
It's crazy how you can win a Super Bowl 4 years ago, and now you're out.
Now you out.
Jacksonville.
That's what happens when you have a Carson Wentz on your team. He can do that.
Definitely. Morris on or something. Yeah, Tony Khan, man, he's not getting enough that AEW. I don't watch AEW a lot. I'm still a diehard WWE fan, but they signed all the good players good wrestlers that came from WWE.
Yeah,
they're competing now. They're actually competing, and that was hard to do in the past with find other than WCW who can compete with WWE regularly, and they are. And they pick the right time and date. We're not gonna mess with y'all on Mondays or Tuesdays. Give us Wednesdays,
right?
Fridays. We're not gonna mess with you. We have ours, and we can go from there.
Right.
But
I want to say too, real quick before we move on. It definitely like Trevor Lawrence is turning that corner too.
That's my boy.
Trevor Lawrence looking like he's gonna be real deal out there.
Yeah. Sunshine.
Sunshine.
I'm gonna go back to my biggest takeaway, man. Is this? I'm gonna go back to the Dolphins too. Tua is the number two quarterback in the league as far as passing. They still have 2 receivers in the top 5 in receiving yards. I'm gonna talk about something I'm gonna bring up in the topic later on, but hey man, he's definitely turned. It's only, like I said, it's been a short 3 weeks, but I'm like, the way this offense is moving, the defense is stepping up at the right time. I like what they're doing. The Jags too. But another big takeaway is how bad the Raiders are. I mean, all they did was add. They added Devontae Adams and go back. How does that happen? Worse. You had Devontae Adams.
They added Chandler Jones also.
Yeah, so you add 2.
Yeah, they did add Jones.
Yeah,
you add 2 Pro Bowl caliber players.
It got worse.
All pro players, and you go backwards.
Man, that's the only team.
Okay,
I would press the panic button on in that division.
Definitely.
The Broncos too. The Broncos are beyond mediocre. They just
right now with the Broncos. I don't want to rush. I want to give them a little bit more time, man, because I trust Russell Wilson. I trust Russell Wilson on the football field.
He's still warming up.
Man. I want to give him to like week 6, week 7.
Russ finally looked like Russ in the last drive.
Yeah,
to take the lead.
I want to give Russ. I want to give Russ a little bit more time, man.
I know they took that Eli Manning quote, and ran with it. He was on live TV, and he was talking to a punter. He was talking to what's the dude name? He played with the coach. McAfee. He was talking to McAfee, and it was talking about the Russ game, and they said, well, they should have gave the punter $250 million. He was playing. All he was saying was it was a lot of punts.
Yeah.
They asked Russ about it. Russ, he played it. You're like, oh, I don't mind that. I respect Eli. That was it.
Yeah, Russ a good guy. He's a good guy, man.
To a fault sometimes.
Russ ain't gonna mess up his bag.
He got the bag already. He got the bag. He just Russ is
I'm just saying his marketability. He's not gonna mess up his bag.
Yeah.
You gotta say something, Russ. All right, we'll get to a couple of topics, man. What's going on with the Raiders so far, man? Like, we just talked about, you add 2 great players to the team, right? And you go backwards.
Right. So I haven't really sat down and watched the Raider game. I know that Cardinals game that they lost definitely took the wind out of them in overtime. I know that took the wind out of them. And sometimes losses like that, it take a while for teams to bounce back from, man. So what it looks like, I don't believe Devontae Adams had a good game last game. It might fall on Carr. I want to take a look at them. I want to see who they play this week, and I want to take a good look at the Raiders and see what's going on, because a lot of people had the Raiders picked to be one of the top in this division right now. And it's not too late. I know they're 0-3, but the Chiefs just lost. The Broncos are still looking good, and I think LA Chargers just lost too. So we'll see. But it's looking real shaky right now. Real shaky.
Yeah, they definitely did hit the panic button over there. There was too many high expectations for them to, win that division. And right now, you sitting at 0-3. Definitely hit that panic button immediately. They got to figure that shit out.
Right.
You added Devontae Adams, the best receiver, arguably in the league.
Right.
Like, come on now.
Come on, man. Yeah.
I mean, the offense, for all the weapons that they got and what we knew that they should have on the field, you got Waller, Pro Bowler. You got Pro Bowler. You got and you got Carr. Somebody needs to light the scoreboard up and get there. I mean, they having too many 3 and outs. They having too many,
and turnovers.
Turnovers too.
Yeah, they got to figure something out. Like I said, I think I said this last week. I think if John Gruden was there, they could be dynamic. But these Belichick coaches
can't trust them.
Off of his tree,
overrated.
They just trash, bro. They trash, proven over and over again.
I'm with you on that one, Mar.
Hey, D Morris
Hey,
is
D-Mo is
hilarious.
a clown, bro.
Bro, he is
Hey,
hilarious.
you gonna have to boot him out the chat, bro. He talking.
He said we sipping on wine coolers 211 and Mad Dog 2020.
College stuff, bro.
Well, as far as the division go, they're on 3, they're 4th. Good thing it is still early. I don't know what they can do to turn around. I mean, the top team in the division is the Chiefs, 2-1, tied with Denver. I don't know, man. Like and Devontae Adams is already talking about how he's frustrated.
Damn.
Grass isn't always green. You left one of the greatest of all time.
Right.
You left.
Man,
Now,
that was his decision and his decision.
yeah, nobody had nobody to blame but you.
Nobody made you do what you done. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel sorry for him. They just got to figure it out.
Only good thing about it is they got time to turn it around. They got
They
time.
do. They do. That it's a long season, man. It's still early. It's a long season. It's still early, man.
You fool stupid.
All right, Marv. This is mostly for you, man. I didn't watch the game too much. I was watching on the stream, so I didn't see the game too much. Lions still doing Lions things, huh?
Absolutely, man.
You know, they had a 14-point
but y'all
lead,
see,
right?
I'm still loyal, man, to the soil. So
I'm still loyal.
still loyal to the soil, man. It's just the Lions have been losing for so long that they just don't know how to win. Like it's unexplainable. You can't even explain it away when you have a double-digit lead 2 times in the game, early in the game, late in the game, and you still blow it. Your offense is predicated on you being able to go up front and mash people. Your O-line is as healthy as it has been, and on a 3rd and 1, when you need 1 yard, you don't run the ball. You air it out.
Jamal Williams having a heck of a game.
Jamal Williams having a heck of a game with Swift getting nicked up, and you don't run the ball. That's all. It reminds me of. It ain't as big, but it reminds me of them not giving the ball to beast mode. Like, give it to who you're supposed to give it to. Stop trying to be so damn cute and thinking you can outsmart everybody else in the room. Just line up and handle your business. And we got the O-line to do that. I don't understand it. And then the field goal that he tried, why would you give those yards up? You been a riverboat gambler the whole season, going for it, calling off sides whenever. Now when we need you to go for it, you want to kick a 50-something yard field goal with somebody who, I don't know, his percentage is like 70%, and you're gonna kick a 50-something yard field goal and give up those yards. You better off trying to go for it. I just don't understand this in-game management that goes along with these Lion head coaches. I just don't. It's been a problem with the last 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it.
Nuso, you on mute if you talking, bro.
I was going to ask you, Marv, is it more of the players or is it more of a coaching area? It sounds like you're going to more of the coaching.
It's coaching. The players came out and tried to cover for their coach because they love him. They'll run through a wall for Dan Campbell, which is the good thing about Dan Campbell. But that's on Dan Campbell. He cost us that game.
Yeah. I mean, you had Jamal Williams, the backup, coming in and taking over for Swift when he get nicked up. 87 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's 20 touches. Like, he's the powerhouse right now. Like you said, and when you need 1 yard line, line him up. Let's see if our offense line is better than
that's the strength. Everybody knew at the beginning of the season that the Lions O-line was going to be the best part of their team. And in a situation when it's their time to shine, you don't use it.
Yeah, on Madden, they look good. I ain't gonna lie. On Madden, it's nice ratings on Madden.
And D. Morris, if you ask any Lions fan, we didn't want to get rid of Joe Caldwell.
No, we didn't.
Ownership said 97 wasn't good enough. And we haven't seen 97 since. So that's where we are.
Ownership believed that we were a playoff team. And yeah, we were. The previous year, he went to the playoffs.
Yeah.
But you go 9-7 the next year, that don't mean that you get rid of the guy who he's the only head coach for the Lions that has came and left with a winning record.
Yeah, that's tough, man.
And we
Definitely
just,
tough.
That's tough,
we
man.
just,
I
we
feel.
just,
Hey, trust me, I know y'all pain, man. y'all,
That sound like some cowboy shit, don't it? So
right? That's what I'm saying. I
31,
know
they
y'all
scared.
pain,
Let's
man.
throw it to Dez Bryant. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Type shit.
they pulled up a stat today talking about we drafted the most Pro Bowlers since 2000, since the year 2000. Only
Yeah.
got
I would love to
three.
have y'all coach.
But we
what?
only got 3 playoff wins since 2000. So I mean, damn, what's really going on?
That's
What's
crazy.
But
really
speaking
going
of,
on?
Cowboys get the impressive win as the defense continue to shine,
Yeah,
man. Like,
yeah,
defense, good God.
yeah,
When you triple team
Same.
Parsons,
yeah,
D. Lawrence steps up. So
yeah,
you can't block everybody.
yeah. Armstrong too. Armstrong, I think,
Yeah.
got about 4 sacks this season. Man, he
Talk
is.
about it. Talk about it.
Man, so I'm real proud of this defense is definitely holding us down in these last 2 games. The last 2 games they really have. The pass rush, man, it's incredible because, like you said, they're trying to double and triple team Parsons, but they're forgetting about DeMarcus Lawrence. We got Armstrong, we got Fowler. Our defensive line is pretty deep and rotational. So they rotating them in and out. Everybody gets a jab. The sacks are crazy, man. We played the Washington Redskins. Mark my word. We will have more than 6 sacks this week. Trust me.
Guaranteed.
We will have more than 6 sacks this week against Carson Wentz. But yeah, that defense is looking great, man. Another dude on the defense.
So I'm expecting Parsons. He better get at least 3.
Right, man. Another guy that's stepping up big is our safety Wilson, man. Number 6. He has been on a roll. I was kind of down on him at the beginning of the year, but man, he has stepped up big time. He making tackles. I think he leads the team in tackles. He made a sack also. But that defense for Dallas is looking real good. I don't think no one has scored over 20 points on us in these last 3 games. So I hope they can keep it going forward. Our big test is going to be that Rams game that's coming up, though. The Rams and that Eagles game. That's going to be a big test.
And I sit up here.
When I answer that question right there, that it is fair to give him a shot. I think people been saying that for a long time.
Yeah.
Getting a shot.
Yeah. What are you saying, True?
I'm just saying, I sit up here and I said, bro, this defense is going to carry us. I knew from day one, just with what we have on defense, like our defense is going to carry us throughout the rest of the season.
Right.
Regardless of what how you feel about the Cowboys, we know it's a lot of haters out there. That defense is real deal. If you know football, you know that defense is real deal.
Yeah.
Like I said, you got Parsons, arguably the best defender in the game. You got Diggs, and then the defensive line will get to the quarterback regardless.
Oh
yeah. They try to chip. They have running extra tight ends. We're gonna get to your quarterback.
Right.
I'm just happy that we're sitting at 2-1 right now. Like you said, the real test is gonna be the Rams, but I really feel like our defense could get us over the hump. I feel like we can beat the Rams. So
Okay, so to that comment, well, Dak is not garbage. He's an average quarterback, but he's not garbage. You can trade Dak, you can get rid of him, but who you gonna get to replace him? Cooper Kupp is nice. Don't get me wrong. Cooper Clutch is nice, but the type of offense they running for Cooper is vanilla. And I think eventually these defensive coordinators they're gonna catch on. They're gonna catch on, but it's up to Cooper to stay ahead of the curve. But no, man, Dak not garbage, man. He just average.
The problem is when we have Dak available to play, we try to get too cute on offense.
Yeah.
I feel like that. I think that messes Dak up. I feel like they need to kind of scheme the game around and have a game plan like they had with Cooper Rush for Dak. Right. I mean, it's sad that you have to go that route with Dak, but I think that'll help him out because, like I said, when he was available to play, you run the tape. All they're doing is trick plays, and that just throws the momentum off, especially if the plays don't work. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I ain't seen one trick play with Cooper.
Exactly.
I ain't seen one trick play.
I mean, I'm not gonna say Dak is whack, but I do feel like you probably need to dumb the playbook down for him a little bit for him to be effective.
Right, and not only that, let's focus more on this run game, man. Tony Pollard had over 100 yards. Zeke had 73. Let's focus on this run game a little bit more, man, and let's But let's focus on making Tony P the vocal point of the run game, man.
I was about to say that.
Been saying that. Definitely been saying
he definitely changed the tone of Dak. I mean, Zeke has some good runs.
He
but
did.
You can see the change of pace when Tony P has the ball.
Oh yeah,
he's a step faster,
and he run hard.
Yeah,
we gotta definitely shout out that boy Tyler Smith too. A lot of people was hating on that pick, but bro, that boy is a dog, man. That boy is a dog, and then you got him and possibly Jason Peters on the same side.
Man,
hold on now,
man.
Oh,
y'all going in on Prescott? Damn, man.
Let me ask y'all a question. I know me and Nucho was talking about it. I think me and Nucho was talking about the game. I think it was I forgot, but they made a move on the offensive line. They moved somebody to a guard spot.
Peters to guard.
That's what I'm just saying.
Yeah. He said how he really changed the run game because
the first play, that's the play Tony Pollard got 46 yards off of. They ran to his side and he sealed that side off. Pollard was gone, bro.
Tyan Smith was on that side too. Yeah.
That was a great adjustment because I know he said that immediately, and about him being older, it's probably best for him to be on the inside. You're not asking to block the fastest guy off the edge, which exposes a lot of tackles.
Man. And then just look at Peters, man. Man, this dude is as wide as my TV, man. I got a 60-inch, man. This dude is wide, bro. Like, and he can move, bro. It's crazy. He looked like a creative player out there, man. It looked crazy.
Let me ask you this, dude. So let's say they said Tyron could possibly come back, especially if he make a run. Like, how do you feel like the offensive line should be if Tyron Smith?
If Tyron comes back, man, if we're rolling, I say you just sit him for the year. I'll say honestly, I'll say you sit if this rookie is still playing, because this rookie is playing like a top 5 tackle in the league right now, according to the Pro Football Focus. He said you got 32. Stop playing. But man, I would honestly sit him, man. And if this rookie continues to play well, I mean, I appreciate what he has done for this organization, but it might be time to free us on that salary cap. It might be time to free us on that salary cap, man. I appreciate it, but Dallas answered that tackle position by drafting Tyler Smith, and you was on it first. Trill, you called it because I thought he was just going to be good at guard. I'm like, just play him at guard. I'm not too sure if he's fast enough to play at tackle. He's doing great. He's like one of the top 5 tackles right now in the league. So Dallas hit another great. They found a diamond in the rough and they hit it right on the head. So man, even if Tyron Smith comes back, if this offensive line is rolling and we're not having any issues, I say we just sit back, relax. Wear your cowboy gear, sit on the sideline. Hey, man.
Keep your helmet on. You never know.
Right.
Keep your helmet
on. Right.
So, staying with that same game real quick. Do you think you guys really expose the Giants for what they really are? Because watching that game, I don't know how Danny Dimes only had 1 pick. Because he was trying to throw it to any cowboy in the area.
Right. I think what we expose is their offensive line.
Exactly.
No,
I was gonna say the same thing. Thing. We expose it out their offensive line.
Hey, but Barkley still look good. Hey, you was on something, Vince. Barkley, he looks good. He looks good. It's sad he played with the Giants. And also Galladay, y'all need to trade Galladay, man.
Oh yeah.
Trade him.
Yeah.
Trade him, boy.
Galladay is horrible, bro. Like he was complaining about, I guess his role on the team.
Right.
When you get the opportunity, you have asked on the field.
Drops it.
Drop balls and everything, bro.
My
it's
God.
bad. It's pathetic.
He dropped 3 passes, 3 targets, 3 drops.
Man.
And then there's one more thing I wanted to ask about that. Blew my mind. Let's go. Now the Giants lose another receiver. You got Galladay trash. Now you lose Shepard to ACL.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Where's Tooney?
He hurt too. He got a hamstring injury.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people in the NFL is going down early.
the contract finesse guy.
Yeah, he did. He finessed crap out of it.
He got his bag and he's just stopped playing.
Who was that? That tight end y'all got?
Jake Ferguson.
Hendershot.
I like him.
Undrafted free agent. He can move.
Yeah, I
he
like
can
him.
move, man. He can move.
The other boy, y'all got
Schultz.
Yeah,
man. He could definitely move, man. He got some nice feet. And I you know what? I've been watching him since training camp. He used to wear 49. He got all the tattoos and stuff. But yeah, man, he can catch well, and he's also light on his feet.
He run routes real good too, they say.
Yeah.
Definitely. Oh yeah, we gotta shout out that boy again, Noah Brown. I called
Noah
it.
Brown.
Oh
hey,
yeah.
Shout out
Speak
Simi
on
too.
it. Speak on it.
Simi had a big catch on third down.
Shout out Simi. We did. But I will say this.
D. Morris is crazy. D. Morris is crazy.
Noah Brown is our number one right now. I hate to say it. I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna say I hate to say that shit.
Right.
He's definitely number one right now.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. I love CD. You know, CD had a crazy game. You know, with the drop
up and down,
and turn around, and had the game winning touchdown, the go ahead touchdown. But Noah Brown, man, Noah Brown is that nigga right now, bro. I promise you.
Yeah,
right. You called it. You was on it early. We'll give you props to that. You was on it early. So real quick, I don't know if did y'all see the hit, the Tua hit that took.
Wow. Yeah, man.
I haven't seen anything like that since the 80s. He got up, stumbled around, and got back to the line. And, you know, he went in for a minute, came back out 20 minutes later, like, oh, it's a back injury. He didn't grab his back at all. If it wasn't for his guys helping him to the line, he'd have still been walking in Miami somewhere.
Right.
Now, with all this, he said, no, it shouldn't be. Yeah. With all the talk about the CTE and concussions, how do you think the NFL handled that? Like, he had been allowed to come back out. I mean, he got up, fell back down, and was okay.
He shouldn't have been in that game. And the NFL has came out and said that they was going to investigate their concussion protocol. So obviously they didn't like the look of it, and like you said, with everything that's going on surrounding CTE, it was a bad look. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that's one of the things they don't want to see. That's why they don't have the helmet popping off and the ambulance coming out on Madden no more. Like, it's a look that they don't want to have. And he should have never been out there, man. He, like you said, he looked like he had just got hit by a Tyson hook.
And they said it was a back injury. That's that you could have came up.
That definitely cover up vibes right there, bro.
Like I said, I was surprised just to see him back on that field because I seen the hit live, and you know he had to back his head like really hard. You know what I'm saying? It was a roughing the passer call. And you just see him just fall back and you seen him hit his head when he got up. You know, he tried to walk it off, but he couldn't even stay up. At that point, I figured he was out of there. I came back, was watching. Matter of fact, I was watching Red Zone, and they were saying the Tua was back in the game. I was like, "There's no way, way he's back in the game." Right. They definitely gonna do some investigating on that. There's no way he should have been playing that game. You know how the NFL is. Said with the CTE, they taking that serious. So I think it's going to be some punishment behind that. I feel like
that's why. Go ahead. I was just going to say it seems like over these last couple of years the NFL has got a little bit more lenient with concussions. I remember maybe 4 or 5 years ago where if you had one, you was going to miss the next game no matter what. Yeah. You're not coming back in and you're going now. I rarely see that anymore. Like it's like
they're like, he cleared the protocol 4 days.
He'll be fine. So
and the fact they did the protocol in the locker room, usually they do the protocol right on the sideline. The fact they took him to the locker room and said, "Oh, he's just back injury, like back." And then like what D. Morris said, like when you have one of those franchises who's been down, and now you went in, they probably all right. We need him out there. Like we need him back. We rolling. Let's get this done. Right. I know he looked like he's about to go home, but no. That was the bad look.
You go get a plate.
All right, we're gonna. So I couldn't get our picks from last week, so I'm just gonna combine last week and this week's together for our next show.
Okay.
So we have our numbers. It just time got past me coming from out of town, so we're gonna combine the one we did last week and this one we do this week for next week's show. So
okay.
2 weeks picks for next week, and then we have all the totals and all that. We're gonna get right into our week 4 predictions. This game, I want to see if the Dolphins can go 4-0. It might be interesting. I know that the Bengals need this game.
Right.
So, floor is
Oh
yours.
yeah, I think this is gonna be one of those tricky games, man. I'm gonna take the Bengals in this one, man. I don't see the Bengals going 1-3 for some reason. I just don't. Are they playing? They're playing in Cincinnati. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Joe. I'm gonna go with old Joe, man. I just don't see the Bengals going 1-3. I could see this game maybe getting away from the Dolphins. I'm gonna go with the Bengals on this one, man.
I'm gonna go with Cincy as well on this too. I don't, like you said, Nucho, I'm the same way. I don't see them going 1-3.
Right.
I feel like they will be 2-2 at the end of that. Jamar Chase, I think this will be his breakout game. He hasn't had one yet. So I think
he needs one.
They're gonna do their thing, and I think they'll wind up beating Miami and making them 3-1. So
Okay.
Yeah, I think the Bengals win this game too. The reason being is, the Dolphins, they said that the defense, they play a lot of snaps in that Buffalo game, something like 95 snaps or something like that. And in a short week, I think, and then Tua having his issues and things like that, I think it's that game, it's that let up game for the Dolphins. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
They've been cruising along, they on a high horse, but they a little nicked up, dinged up, played a whole lot, and then they coming back on this short week. I think
short week tough.
Yeah.
I'm also wondering how they go forward with this Tua concussion protocol thing. Will they make him?
That's true.
Him again.
That's true.
If the NFL steps in and does their thing, but if not, I'm still gonna roll with the Dolphins because they can't. The Bengals can't protect anybody. We can go out there and get a couple of sacks as a group. Offensive line.
It's a problem.
It's definitely a problem.
The last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
I'm going whatever. I'm rolling with the Dolphins on that. I think they keep it rolling if Tua is able to play. Did y'all see? Y'all see how frustrated Ken Dorsey got in the booth?
Man, yes. Bro, hey, did you see the hand that covered up the camera at the end? They were like, "Hold on, y'all, stop. Too much, stop, cut." Hey, man, Ken Dorsey. Shout out Ken Dorsey, man, one of the great Hurricane quarterbacks.
Yeah,
shout out Ken, man.
Yeah. Still unbelievable how he was their quarterback. Next game. I only put the Lions on there because we got 2 Lions. We always gonna do Lions and Cowboys. That's always gonna be in the mix. They could be 0-15. I'm still gonna put this on there. But Seahawks at the Lions.
I'm going with Detroit, man. I think Detroit is gonna learn from these mistakes. And y'all better not let no damn Geno Smith come up in Detroit and beat y'all, man. Y'all, hey, man, don't let that happen. On top of that, also, the Seahawks offensive line is not that good. I think Aiden Hutchinson can get back to maybe getting at least 1 or 2 sacks this game. But I'm gonna go with Detroit, man. Y'all better not lose to no Geno, man.
I'm also going with Detroit as well. And I'm using common sense, Horace. I'm not just because even in all y'all games, y'all putting up points.
Oh yeah,
I look pretty good. As far as on offense, then you got the stud over there on defense. I just don't see Geno coming into Detroit and beating y'all. So I'm gonna go with the Lions on that.
Man, Pete Carroll is just one of them guys. He always got some good schemes and things going on. But I'm just hoping that the Lions can get the job done. You got to defend home, and they should be up for this game. They took a tough loss. It's a game where they should have won, and I feel like just like how they was hyped up to play the Commanders, I feel like they're gonna be hyped up for this one, especially now that even with the betting, Seattle is now the favorite. Like the points done swung to Seattle to the Seattle side
on the road.
On the road because I'm not sure if Swift is going to play.
He's not. He's been ruled out.
So if that's the case, but for me, I've been wanting to see Reynolds anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could run the ball with Reynolds, run the ball with Williams, and get after the quarterback. Like Nucho said, like if you let Geno Smith come and walk into your house and you take that L, like we're gonna have a long
it's gonna be a long season. Yeah,
be a long season. So I'm gonna go with the Lions on this one. I think they pull out. They're gonna win this game, and I expect that it's gonna be probably closer than it should be, but I still think they get the dub.
Yep.
I'm going with the Lions. It's like the best of the worst. Only because I know we can put up points. I don't think that the Seahawks can match the points because they probably could. Because the last 3 games, our defenses gave up 38, 27, and 28. I know we threw a stat out there how what's the rookie from last year? Well, year before last. Corner, Mar. We got hurt. Had that.
Okuda.
Who's been locking people up?
He has.
He got a tough task this week, boy.
But he does a Richard Sherman where he only plays one side. So that's I don't know. I just other than
Lions, who you got, man? All right.
Just we points give up on defense.
I'm confident, do we?
No, but I already said 7 to 8 win season. So
okay.
All right, your boys, the Commanders, and the Cowboys.
Hey, we are
Commanders
going
are 1-2, but they are putting up points. We have one of the best defenses in the league. That's going to be interesting to watch. We already know how your boy Carson Wentz, plays against y'all when he's healthy.
Yeah, I'm going with Dallas, man. I'm just going to go with the fact that Washington has a trash offensive line. The offensive line is trash, and they're having a problem scoring points now. Also, there is a weird connection with Scary Terry and Carson Wentz. They do not. I don't know. He don't throw it to him because I got Scary Terry on my fantasy team. Every first half, it's either 0 or like 3 points, and then when it's garbage time, when they're down, he starts throwing to them in. But I'm gonna just have to. I'm gonna go with Dallas, man. I like what Dallas is doing. The signings in the offseason, the late signings from Anthony Barr is paying off. Anthony Barr is doing this thing out there. Peters is probably gonna get a lot more playing time this game around, and Gallup possibly could be coming back. But if I'm the Cowboys, I'll sit him out another week. We rolling. We rolling. Yeah, we rolling. My pick is Dallas, though.
I'm going with a hometown team all day long. We're gonna be 3-1 at the end of the day. That defense is gonna hold it down again. I think they're gonna be in Carson Wentz's face a lot. Right. I think the defense is gonna create some turnovers this week.
Yeah,
Diggs will get another pick. Parsons will get another sack. If D-Law's playing, I think he'll get another sack as well. But that defense is gonna cause havoc. I think it'll still be low scoring. Cowboys win 2014.
2014.
Hey, Marv, remember these your same Commanders you was messing with. I'm interested to hear your pick.
I ain't seen that jersey since. I ain't seen the jersey.
Man, my guy is hurt, bro. My guy is hurt. Changes everything.
All right.
Chase Young ain't anchoring that defense. We need some extra possessions, and we ain't getting that without that defense standing up. Wentz, even though he does have the ability to run, he just doesn't. I think his clock in his head is broken.
Yeah, bad ankles.
And
he definitely seen ghosts too.
And I think that Dallas defense is just gonna be too much. I disagree with Trill. I don't even think this is gonna be close. I think y'all beat them by 10 plus, and I'm going with the boys.
Let's go, Cooper Clutch.
Hey, man, I'm rolling with the Commanders, man. Only because
this guy.
No, I think they'll be up for this game in Jerry's world. I think they'd be up for it. I think the tape is out on Cooper Rush because even though they won the game, he wasn't really the factor. He was a game manager.
Right.
He wasn't a factor. You slow down that Cowboys defense, you have a chance. I think with them being sporadic with their point totals this far, they being up and being down. You say Scary Terry don't get the yards, but he is still the leading receiver on that team.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think they'd be up for this game. I think he'll catch Cooper Rush slipping. I think they'll ask him to do more than he really wants to do or is capable of doing. You stop that running game, you may have a chance. That's the biggest thing: stopping Zeke and Pollard. And don't throw it to number 7, please. Throw it. Right. Don't stop throwing it to his side. I don't understand that. Danny Dimes kept testing him. Yeah. He got one. It was a clutch one too.
Yeah, should have had 2.
But seeing the way the offense really kind of struggled against the Giants, you expose the Giants for what they were on offense. I just think if they can maintain a blocking for a little bit, I think they have the weapons to beat that, to win that game.
Yeah,
with the Commanders.
Yeah.
Apparently, D Morris agrees. Is he a Cowboys fan?
Man, he's a Saints fan.
Saints fan, that's right.
He going through it right now. That's why he hating right now.
Hey, man.
All right, so one of the games of the weekend right here. Jazz Eagles. Who would have thought we'd been saying that before the beginning of the year? We've been saying Jazz Eagles. We have one of the games of this other week.
Right.
Let somebody else go first because I don't want nobody think.
All right, go.
Right. Yeah, let Nucho, you go last, bro. Nucho go last, man.
I go first. I thought haters in the chat. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying.
The Jags defense traveled well. They went to LA because I thought they wasn't gonna travel well. Go all the way west and smack the Chargers. And I thought that the Chargers has, slightly better defense than the Eagles.
Chargers. I picked them to win the division too.
So I think the Jags come away with a sneaky win here. I think the Eagles get knocked off their high horse.
Right.
The Jags win by 3 in a close game.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the Eagles. Eagles won't take their first loss until they face the Cowboys.
Wow.
I'm gonna just put it out there. Jalen Hurts, we talked about it. I mean, that boy look good right now.
He does.
Commanding that offense. He has the weapons. They spread it out. They're a deadly force right now. So I think they'll kind of calm down the Jags a bit. I also feel like the Jags are on their high horse right now, but they'll shut them down a bit. And the Eagles will be 4-0. So I'm gonna go with the Eagles on this.
Marvin Jones gonna get a touchdown.
I'm gonna go with the upset. I'm going with the Jags too, man. I think the way Trevor Lawrence is getting the ball to his receivers, getting the ball out quicker. The defense is better than what everybody predicted. The Eagles are a good team. Don't get me wrong, they are a good team. But I just like the Jags. The way they're rolling right now. Trevor Lawrence really this is the best he looks since he's been in the NFL.
Right.
It's a short time span, but like you said, having a whole different coach with Peterson, bringing him, working with him personally, being a former NFL quarterback, right? He was a quarterback.
Yeah.
Quarterback. Yep.
Having a coach that helps.
No.
So I'm pretty sure he calmed him down. Said, "Hey, man, this is what you should be doing." And he looked way better than I thought he was going to be a bust.
Remind you, he had Carson Wentz looking like an MVP before he got hurt. So he's definitely, as you could say, a quarterback whisperer. He knows how to get his quarterback right.
Right.
Yeah, I'm rolling with the Jags on this one, man. I just like the way they're rolling.
I'm gonna backdoor you, Viz. Also, I'm gonna go with the Jags. And one reason why is because the Jags have a good front seven. And you're gonna need a good front seven to go against Jalen Hurts and what they got going on. And like you said, Trevor Lawrence is looking good, and I just I like the Eagles. They have a great team, but like you said, Doug Peterson revenge. You know he want to come out tough for this game, so I'm gonna ride with the Jags also.
I didn't even think about that one.
Yeah, I didn't think about that either until you just said that.
I'm still going with the Eagles, but hey,
yeah,
they're gonna be motivated like a mug, boy. I tell you, they're gonna be motivated.
We got a few more. Let's go with this one, man. Bills Ravens. Bills at the Ravens.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Bills definitely need this one. So
Let me pop this one out. Let me pop this
Yeah.
one.
go ahead. You got
Yeah.
it.
I'm gonna go with Lamar Jackson on this one.
Yes, sir.
I think Lamar Jackson is gonna make a stand. I think when this game is done with, I think the Ravens will be on top. And then a lot of people gonna start. It's gonna be that contract gonna come up. Like, bro, he just beat the Bills. What's up? Like, come on, Lamar Jackson. Like you said, he's on pace for MVP. I think he's gonna make a stand come against Buffalo. So I'm gonna go with the Ravens on this one.
Cool.
I think y'all wrong on this one here, buddy. The Ravens secondary is primed to get torched. And with Josh Allen being upset at that tough loss, he's gonna come out there looking the torch.
Mm.
They gonna spank them.
Mm. And
Win at least.
all right, Marv. I'm gonna backdoor you too, Marv. I'm gonna go with the Bills, man. That Bills front seven is nasty. Oh, it's nasty with Devon Miller's now. They're not gonna be able to keep up with Lamar. Nobody can, but can you contain them a little bit? Can you just contain them a little bit? So, and then like you said, the Dolphins torched that Ravens secondary badly. Diggs is back healthy. He was questionable, but he's back healthy. And I think the Bills are pissed off. The way they lost to the Dolphins, they pissed off. So I'm gonna go with the Bills on this one also.
Yeah, I'm going with the Ravens, man. They struggled last week. We saw them struggle. We saw when adversity hits, they broke down.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, it was playing in Miami, and the heat was extremely hot. They were gassed. That played a factor, but I like this. I like the Ravens and what Lamar Jackson is doing, man. I think they keep it up. Like D. Morris said, man. That's probably where he wanted to go. I'm rolling with the. If I had to pick between the two, which I am now, they're both good teams, both playoff teams. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, the Bills had another cornerback go down, so I think they lose the players by the second.
They hurt in the secondary. Yeah, that's tough.
The secondary was
that's
hurt.
tough.
And we seen, like we said earlier in the show, Lamar Jackson is throwing people we don't even know who he's throwing it to.
Right.
He's getting
the job done.
He's getting yards, and he's such a threat that you think he's running, and boop, right over the head, touchdown.
Right.
No, not this, but I'm just speaking from the heart. I like the Ravens in this one. It's gonna be a good game though. Another good game. Chiefs at the Bucks. Well, I don't know how good of a game it's gonna be because the Bucks. Well, for the Bucks, at least Mike Evans is coming back. You've seen, and that alone let him know how valuable he is to that team.
Yeah.
Right.
That's suspicious. That what he did was so stupid.
Stupid.
He basically cost him a dub. Maybe he wouldn't have been the main reason, but you alone, knowing that everybody was hurt, knowing that everybody was nicked up, you made that choice to do that. Now, it was an unnecessary L because you got a 45-year-old quarterback. He needs everybody he can get. Y'all gotta take the floor. Who y'all got?
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs on this. I think Patrick Mahomes outplayed Tom Brady. The Bucks are still a little beat up. I think they're still a little rusty as well. I got the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs will win. I think it'll be a close one. I wouldn't say it's gonna be a shootout, but I say the Chiefs come away with this 26-21.
Okay.
I'm going Chiefs as well, man. It's rare that Pat Mahomes takes 2 losses in a row. Yeah, and I guess you could say the same thing about Tom Brady, the GOAT. But he's 45. It's got to kick in at some point. It's got to kick in. I still think they're a playoff team, but I don't see the Bucks touching those 13, 14 wins. I got the Bucks probably around 11 or 12 wins. And that'll be enough for them to win the division and and still host a playoff game. But I think this is one of those games that they drop.
I'm gonna go with the Bucks, man. Just because Tom Brady owned Pat Mahomes, man. I think Tom Brady really gets up when he played Pat Mahomes. I don't think he likes the comparison. You know, when Pat Mahomes won the Super Bowl early, they were like, yeah, he's on the pace to be the Tom. Tom Brady don't like that. And Tom Brady, he's like Jordan. He just needs a little bit of motivation. Oh, he didn't speak to me in a restaurant. I felt some type of way about
It's a
that.
Jordan
So,
vibes, ain't it?
yeah, man. So
Jordan was making up
I'm
reasons.
yeah, man. I'm gonna go with Tom, man. It's not really gonna be a home game because of the hurricane that's going on
Yeah,
in Florida. So I think they're playing at a different site.
yeah.
So I don't know how big home field advantage will be, but for some reason, Tom Brady gets up for those Chiefs games, and the Chiefs against the Colts, man. That was a tough game. That was a weird game. That was a very weird game because it didn't seem like that game should have been that close, but I think we're kind of starting to see the missing of Tyreek Hill just a tad bit. Just a tad bit, man. Them big splash plays really wasn't there for the Chiefs against the Colts, man. And it was a close game. I mean, the Colts were 0-2 at the time. I just
Yeah.
feel like the Chiefs probably should have put it on them a little bit more. But yeah, I'm gonna just ride with Brady, man. He gets up for the Chiefs games, man. I'm riding with Tampa.
I can agree with you on that one. They probably took that game for granted.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
They came in like, all right, we got, they might not have said it, but they probably looked at each other and said, okay, we can just ease them.
Yeah, this easy. Yeah,
And it was
we
too
got
late.
this. Yeah.
Then you got your offense coordinator throwing the stuff around in the press box. So, no, that's two different teams.
Yeah, Bills. Yeah. But they did. Pat did get into it with his offensive
He
coordinator.
did. That's what it was. Yeah, they got into it. It was a caught on camera. So, I just think it comes down to it came down to Pat probably want to do something. He probably felt like the fire was still there. Let me get it. I want to run this play, but offense corner like, no, I see what's happening. Let's do this.
Right.
Crash head. We seen it.
Right.
We seen Tom Brady throw down the Microsoft Surface.
He broke two of them.
But they don't say nothing about him when he do it though. he be tearing things up. But I'm rolling with the Chiefs, man. I can't see them losing back-to-back games. I think he'd be just as up for that game as Tom Brady is, and I think their weapons are still depleted. Yeah, Mike Evans coming back, but I like the Chiefs in this game coming off an L more than I like the Bucks.
Okay.
So yeah, it still should be some good games, man. Can't wait.
Some damn good games this week.
Definitely. So we had the part of the show everybody loves or hate, depending on how much money you invest into this time. Let's just throw it out there. Money Marv picks.
Money Marv picks, man. Money Marv picks.
Marv, we start doing, man, having your record against the spread, man, so we know exactly how much people are losing or winning based on what you're doing, man. And that's stuff we're learning to do. Like I said, we still learning to do different things. And one of the things we'll have is, his money picks, his picks against the spread and see how how it works. If you win money off Marv, man, let us know in the chat, man. Let us know if you won money. But this is the first one you got.
Steelers over the Jets. The Steelers are. I mean, what the Jets can do best is, Flacco is getting a bunch of garbage time yards, but what the Jets do best is run the ball, and what the Steelers do best is stop running the ball. So I think that I know Watt is out, but I still think they got enough defense to stop this team. This team will not be able to score enough points, and I think the Steelers are going to cover that spread.
Hey, just real quick, breaking news. Aaron Judge just hit his 61st home run.
I was about to bring it up. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope, man. Yeah. In the baseball, Aaron Judge has been a monster, but he's having a monster year so far.
Excellent year for that young man.
Excellent year.
He gonna get paid. I love to see it.
And another interesting stat, Marv. You said T.J. Watt is out. You know who the leading sacker in the NFL is right now?
Who is that?
Highsmith from the Pittsburgh Steelers. So, you got one guy going out, you got another guy leading the league in sacks. So, and I think the Jets quarterback, if he's practicing or is he coming back this week? Anybody see that? I saw he was
I know they say he's on pace to come back, but this week
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure if he's playing.
But yeah, still had that pass rush, man. So Julio just died?
What?
Oh, that's tough. All right, Mars, ready for the next one? Money Mars. Well, anyway, the next one he has is the Eagles over the Jags, and it's a money line. I don't know what that means, so we'll have Marv explain that to us more.
All right, so money line is just when you're saying who's gonna win. You don't choose a spread. So I got the Eagles over the Jags. The line that they had up, the line that they had up was just, too much. So just pick a winner.
Oh, just to win. Okay, I got you. So you just got the winner outright.
Yep.
Okay. Thanks, D. Morris. Appreciate it. Because I was appreciate it. All right, next one he has is Brown versus Jags total points. I know what that means. He says that they've scored under 54.5 points. So they'd be under that score, if I'm not mistaken, right, Marv? As a combined score.
Yes, that is correct. So right. So D Moore is a fool, man.
Man, for real.
Yeah, but they had the line at like 49 or something like that, 47, maybe 47 and a half. I adjusted the line because I just to play it safe. I don't think there's no dang on way that they can get over 54 points between these two.
So, real quick before you move on, where are you getting your money lines from? You getting this from a certain site or
I use FanDuel.
FanDuel. Okay, so I'll probably put that down next time as Mars money picks based on FanDuel. Okay, FanDuel. We'll take the over. Yeah, it's probably a good sign. The baby was crying, D Morris, so as long as the baby cry, it's gonna be a good pick or a bad pick.
Cowboys over the Commanders. I think the spread was like 6.5 or something like that. You never know in these divisional games and with them being hated rivals. I personally see them. They should win by at least 7. But if I had to put my money on it, I'm just gonna say Cowboys for the dub.
Yes, sir. You're a smart man.
Yeah. All right, so you got the Chiefs over the Bucks money line.
Yep, Chiefs over the Bucks money line. It's gonna be a close one. Again, for the same reason. Those spreads are built to trap you. It's gonna be a close game. You can't say that the Chiefs are gonna win by 3 or 4 points. I think the line is like 3.5, but it could come down to a last second field goal between those two teams because it's going to be a dog fight. So I personally think that the Chiefs is going to come out with this one, but play it safe and just bet money line.
So far, you playing real safe.
Safe, man. I need the gambler.
We need to start seeing these stats. You playing real safe this week. All right, last one. Yeah, this one I thought was a little wild. Packers and Patriots over 40.5 points.
Damn, you think so?
Yeah.
Mac Jones is out.
Mac Jones out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that means that Aaron Rodgers and them is going to have plenty of opportunity to put up points.
Yeah.
So it's a sneaky one. I think that the Patriots will score. Maybe they only score 7 or 10 points, but I think that the Packers are probably going to put up like 35.
Okay.
They're going to be playing with the short field the whole game.
D. Morris said, "What was the Chiefs spread?"
I think it was either 2.5 or 3.5.
Okay, he's taking under. Okay. Okay. So those are Mars pick, man. Let us know next week, man.
Money.
If you won your money, if you lost your money, we want to know. We want to know.
Man.
We gave the nickname Money Mar for a reason. We just hope you stay true to this word, man. Real quick, shout out to Cordell Patterson, man. He's the third leading rusher in the NFL.
Wow. Ex-wide receiver.
Yes.
That's
In
my
fact,
boy.
he's still in the league. Started off as a kick returner specialist, turned kind of like receiver, running back thing now. You know, the Falcons have him on what, his third year with the Falcons now, third or fourth year.
Right.
Shout out to that dude, man. It shows your hard work, man. You keep doing what you're doing. Keep working hard. Granted, it's still early, but still for him to be number 3 in the league in rushing is tough.
That is.
Ain't nothing to sneeze at. So that's it, fellas. He never gave up.
Thanks.
we gotta have D Morris on the show, man. We gotta invite him on, man.
I'm gonna set that up. I'm gonna hit D Mo.
We gotta get him on here, man.
He comments on it.
Off top.
We used to do the podcast with D Mo, so you know. What I'm saying? Yeah, so. Yeah,
we'll set that up. We gotta have him on the show, man.
Is that D Horn from 2K?
No.
Oh, okay. My bad. Okay.
Yeah, we definitely gotta have my man on the show, man. So that's it, man. Thank you everybody for chiming in with your comments, man. Thank you for tuning in.
We gotta shout out everybody on the comments, man. Shout out Demo, of course. Of course.
Shout out everybody.
We appreciate y'all stopping by and and showing love. So appreciate y'all.
Take care of them balls. It's that time. We gotta pay some bills.
Yeah, man. Make sure get the Manscaped products to us. Put the code in.
What happened to the ad?
Well, we ain't got time for that. Sorry. Self-explanatory, man. We seen the ad once. If you want to see it again, go back to the a couple weeks ago. Tune in to the ad. Manscaped, we really appreciate you. That's the code right there. If you want to, get a present for a loved one, whoever. There you go. Just make sure you use that code. It really helps us out. Helps them out. A couple more comments. He said retire. He retired. Nah, man, you gotta come in and pop in, man. You gotta
man.
You got no time, or you can comment. You got no time to be on the show.
Right.
I called you out, Morris. Called you out. But yeah, man, thank you for everybody for tuning in, man, every week, man. We really appreciate everybody who comments. Remember, like, subscribe, please share it to people and anybody you know about sports. Let them know that's what we do. We have fun. We shoot the breeze, man. We just have a good time, man. We read comments. You got a comment, we'll read it out loud. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to, man. Trying to get that man. But yeah, that's it, man. Thank you, everybody.
All right, man. We appreciate y'all, man.
Good show, fellas.
Cowboy Nation.